Which of these does Samsung not own? A, a hospital. B, an amusement park. C, a museum of art. Or D, a high school in Colorado. You're either going to win $500 or you're going to be on this YouTube video with nothing. Are you going to stay with your choice or are you going to switch? So what happens when I go on Twitter and ask people if they want to be in a YouTube video, but don't tell them at all what it's about? And then ask two tech YouTubers the same question, if they would be in a video with me, but don't tell them anything about what it is. Well, today's video is that very thing. No one knows what the heck is going on before they stepped into the video spotlight. And I'm telling you, the MCP show has been really fun. You guys and gals have loved it. I'll leave a playlist link in the description below. If you've been liking this series, make sure you watch all of them and share them to your friends, because today is unlike any of the other two that I've already done. You're going to want to watch this whole thing right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
So we're back at it again, and I love doing this because every time I bring someone on, they have no idea what the hell's going on. And I love this. Don, you're with me today. I appreciate you greatly for saying yes. So you don't know what this is about, but you said yes on Twitter to being in a YouTube video. Why did you do that?
Why not?
No better answer could be had. Okay. So let me tell you exactly what's going on. This is a game show. So you're competing on a game show, kind of. Okay. If you win, you will win $500. Okay. Now, there is a big twist to this. You're not actually going to be answering any of the questions. You're going to pick someone to answer the questions for you. So on the backstage, I have two tech YouTubers who will be competing against each other. You will have to select one of them before you even know who they are. I'm going to use 3 pieces of information that they've given me about them, and you will choose them based on that. The first person that you may choose, before deciding on his current career path, he planned to join the Navy to serve on submarines. The second fact is they flew a small airplane, not solo, before driving a car. So they were flying planes before driving cars. And the third one is they've been making YouTube videos for more than 15 years. So that's the first person. The second person went to a military high school. They have 2 degrees and have worked in a hospital. Okay. Now, between those two, which one would you like to represent you?
You know what? Seeing as I also have my pilot's license, I'll take the first one.
Okay. Now, I'm still not going to tell you which one you selected, but I will show you who the YouTubers are. First up, he has a ton of names, but I'm just going to call him Bored at Work. What's going on, man? How you been?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Thank you for joining us today and being a part of something you didn't even know what the heck was going on either, which is...
I had no clue.
Yeah. So, all right. So you're up. Now, who's the other person? The person that, that's sitting in the back looking at me like, why did I agree to this? We're going to go ahead and bring in... listen, can we all sing Happy Birthday to Michael Fisher? What an incredible opportunity to have him on his birthday. Thanks so much, Michael Fisher.
Thank you for having me. The winner gets $500. What do the contestants get?
It's so funny that you say that, because literally Jonathan Morrison said the same thing.
Do we get 500 ducats?
Yeah. You get to be in this YouTube video. That's what happens to you.
My contract with CVS says I get $500.
And,
what's in it for me, Travis?
You get to be in the YouTube video.
Hi, Michael. How about birthday drinks for Michael Fisher?
There you go.
There we go. That
sounds
good.
I would be on board
nice
for that.
To meet you as well.
Here's what we're going to do. It's 10 questions. Most of them are multiple choice. There's a couple true or false. A lot of trolly answers and a lot of interesting questions. So what I'm going to need you two to do is to just have like a piece of paper or something that you can write so that you can show your answer, so that you're not influencing the other person. Doesn't matter.
I have the folder. Of course, I don't have the S Pen ready because you didn't tell me that.
All right, I'll just trust you. I'll just trust you, but don't be influenced by the other person's answer, okay? First question. How old is Bill Gates? A, 62, B, 66, C, 72, or D, 68? Don, what do you think? Just out of curiosity.
I'm going to go 72.
You're going to think 72? Okay. All right, Bored at Work, what you got to say? How old is Bill Gates?
So I did some extrapolation, and I figured out how long Microsoft is as a company.
Wow.
And I added a few years to that, even though he started from high school and he left the company. I said 68.
Wow.
68. Okay, you say 68. Okay. Michael, did you do the math?
So I Googled it, and it said 72. No, I'm just kidding. My guess is 72 because I'm usually safer when I guess that things happened longer ago.
Of course. The answer is actually 66. So no score for that one. Nice try, everyone. No, some of these are difficult. No problem. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. The Android G1. Did it come out October 22nd, 2008, March 12th, 2007, September 2nd, 2006, or April 18th, 2008? Michael's thinking back to when he was selling phones, trying to figure out if that was
It's shortly after I left, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, look at that. All right, Don, just to give me a guess, I'm just curious. What do you think?
April 22nd.
All right, Michael, you got to get on the board. What's the answer?
The first option, A.
October 22nd, 2008. Okay.
2nd, 2008.
All right. Thunder E, what do you got?
I own the phone. I'm guessing April. It was cold, but it was also Boston, so could have been either.
Always cold.
All right. Well, someone's on the board, and it's Michael Fisher. It's right. October 22nd, 2008. And it was cold, I guess, October, right?
I had just moved to Boston, and I remember every time I peed at the office where I worked, there was like a PC mag or something, and the headline was, "Get ready for the Google phone." And it was there every single time for months. And I was like, okay, that wasn't in April.
I bought that thing. I was really impressed by it at the time. The first computer mouse was made of metal. True or false? Okay, Michael, what do you think?
False.
Okay, fair.
I think it was as plastic as it gets. Yeah.
All right. Board at work, what do you think?
Same.
You think false as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you're both right, except for it was wood.
It was wood?
It was wood. It was made out of wood.
Ooh,
Yes.
Thank God. Wait, so they got a carpenter to basically do the curves.
I guess.
With a nice saw and just, okay. All right.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the computer was made of, but the mouse was wood. I mean, I was kind of shocked by this. Well, Mr. Mobile up 2-1, but it's close. It could go either direction. When was YouTube created? February 14th, 2005, March 18th, 2005, June 24th, 2006, or September 2nd, 2006? I think you should have to answer this question before you start YouTube. I think you should just know this.
Oh, come on. Come on. Some of us started way back. We can't remember.
I didn't start much after this.
After this happened.
States. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Thunder, what do you got?
I'm going to take June 24th. It's close to my birthday. Just call it nice.
What do you got, Michael?
B, the second 2005 option.
The March 18th?
Yeah.
Fisher's probably correct.
The correct answer is February 14th, 2005, which was Valentine's Day. Kind of crazy, huh?
Oh, what?
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
I would expect they'd make a big deal. They'd make the YouTube thing a heart.
You would think.
Yes.
I don't think anyone thought it was going to last very long. There must be a story behind it. Because why else would you do that? If someone was registering their website on February 14th of 2005, they weren't with anybody. Because I'm going to tell you that wouldn't fly.
Yeah. Maybe.
Can you imagine?
Relationship ended the night before. Well, I got to do something.
I found my new love, YouTube. I'm making videos.
This next question actually was in the previous two videos, and I just think it's painfully interesting. All right, here we go. The QWERTY keyboard, the style of keyboard that we use now, was designed to be the fastest and most efficient keyboard layout. True or false? Beep beep.
Oh, he's buzzing. He's in.
All right, Michael, what do you think?
False.
Okay. And what do you think, Thunder?
T9 all the way. False.
False. You are both correct. It was actually the opposite. It was meant that way so that typewriters wouldn't jam.
Yeah. It intentionally slowed down the typing of the day.
True or false? You can rent goats from Google. Is this true or false? Give it a second. Give it a thought. Give it a think.
Anyway, we've both been there, right?
No, I have not experienced any goat rentals.
Okay, so are you saying?
Sounds like a googly thing, though.
Okay. Can I get some clarifications on?
You can try. Go ahead.
On the question.
Go ahead.
This rental service.
Yeah.
Right. Is it for is this renting out pet goats for like birthday parties or just for personal
use goats?
If it exists, it would not be for birthday parties.
I don't think you should allow follow-up questions.
I know. That's the only time I'll ever do that.
My follow-up would be, Fisher, go ahead. My answer will be yours.
All right, Michael, what do you say?
I say it's true. It's just googly enough to be weird. I haven't seen any goat pens there, but I believe it.
What about you, Thunder?
I'm going to take it as a yes. It's true.
You're going to say yes. Well, you're right. They do. They actually do.
Thank you, Fisher.
now that we know about it, they're going to cancel it, though. So.
Exactly right. At the Mountain View headquarters. Actually, at the Mountain View headquarters. And right now, score is 4-3. Close. Mr. Fisher's in the lead, but barely. All right. No more asking of questions and stuff. All right. So you're going to write down your answers from now on there. I see what you're doing over there. Okay. Apple sold the top 5 selling phones of 2021. Which was the first Android phone on that top 10 list? The Xiaomi Redmi 9A, the Xiaomi Redmi 9, the Oppo Find X, or the Samsung Galaxy A12? I'm going to go with you, Board, because you did some shenanigans. Go ahead.
No. I was just being courteous. Okay, it's the A12.
What are you saying?
The A12.
Okay, you're saying the A12. Michael, what are you saying?
I say the same.
Okay, you are all correct. It was the
Nice.
A12.
Would have been wild if it was the Find X, though, right?
I know, right? Crazy, right? Which of these phones has sold the most? A, was it the Motorola Razr V3, the Nokia 1100, the Samsung Galaxy S3, or the LG KP100? I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure
It's a nondescript LG phone. You don't remember?
Okay, so Michael, will start off with you. Which one do you think it is?
I adored the Razr V3. I always wanted one, but I know how many that sold, and I don't think it tops the record. So I think the Nokia 1100.
Oh, look at that. Oh, in hand, the dude. Slapping
I mean,
it
this is
down.
the 3390, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, what do you got, man?
I was go with the Nokia as well. If you said the Razr, then maybe I would have switched.
Why would that have made you switch? You're not supposed to be switching here. You're supposed to know by yourself.
No, sorry. My bad.
What do you
I would have picked the Razr just because I know the sales numbers of the Razrs and it was high, so it was Nokia.
The answer was the Nokia. You're absolutely right. It was an incredible sales figures on that phone.
I mean, it was super cheap. You could get them at every 7-Eleven in America. Yeah.
We're down to the last 2 questions. The score right now is 6-5. This is a tight race right here. I'm definitely going to make you write down your answers because I really feel like you can't. I don't want anyone thinking what the other person's doing as a
Hey.
All right.
It's a little fuzzy here, but my answer.
Which of these does Samsung not own? So 3 of these are true. 1 of them is not. A hospital. B, an amusement park. C, a museum of art. Or D, a high school in Colorado. Ironically, when I had to make up the lie here, I came up with something and they did own it. So I had to come up with something.
Yeah, they do own a lot of things.
They own a lot of things. Yeah. I literally made something up and they owned one. And I'm like, all right, Thunder, what do you got? Which one of these is not true? Which one do they not own?
All right, so my process was in South Korea, since Samsung basically is 1/3 of the GDP of the country. High school is a yes. Hospital, that's a definite yes. The Museum of Arts, I say, is a no.
Okay, you're picking the Museum of Art. Mr. Fisher, what are you picking?
I went separately, so this will be interesting. I am saying that the Samsung Bixby High School of Colorado does not exist. No way.
Whew, this one's tough, but Mr. Fisher's right.
Ooh.
There is no high school in Colorado that they own. Everything else Samsung owns.
That would be the creepiest thing in history.
It would be, but it's not. It really isn't far off, though.
No, you're right, because here's the thing. Thunder E is right. They actually do own a school type thing. That's why I was very specific, because they actually do own school. It's called Smart School. So that was a tricky one. Last question. But by the way, this game is not over. All right, here we go. Who made the first smartphone? Is it A, Motorola, B, Samsung, C, BlackBerry, or D, IBM? I love it. Happy birthday, Michael.
I don't like this question. Define smartphone.
So like touchscreen and stuff like that. This is pretty well defined. If you Google this answer, this is what's going to come up. Put it that way.
I can help you out, Fisher. 2 of those answers are definitely not correct.
Thanks.
At least 2 of them. As a matter of fact, 3 of them aren't. What? Okay. All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and guess, and then we'll see what Thunder E says.
IBM.
Okay. And what is your guess there?
I say Moto.
All right. The answer is IBM, the Simon Personal Communicator. Is correct.
You could make a call from it? It would have a built-in.
Yeah. You could do faxing from it too, apparently. Is that a phones were fun type video there? No, I'm sure. I don't think this was fun.
Oh, wait, what year was it made?
1994.
I'm just saying I would say that I am correct, though, because there's some falsehoods with that question.
Okay, well, tell me. Argue your point.
The first portable cell phone was invented.
You're talking about internet.
No, cell phone in 1973 by Motorola.
Yeah.
April 3rd, 1973. It's called the Dynatac 8000X.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a cell phone. I'm talking about smartphone.
Was the question smartphone?
Yeah, it was.
It was. Yeah.
Okay, then I feel.
All right, so we're at the end here. So Mr. Mobile went 8-5, but that's only part of the game here. You don't know who you selected, and this is where the one question to you comes, because you may have won $500 already, but we don't know, or you may have selected the wrong person. This is the question I have for you. Do you think you selected the winning person? If you did, you can stay. If you think that you selected the wrong person, you may switch now. But this is it. Whether you get it right or not, you're either going to win $500 or you're going to be on this YouTube video with nothing. Are you going to stay with your choice, or are you going to switch?
I'm going to switch.
You're going to switch.
Yeah.
From the person that you said was a pilot to the other person who went to military school. Ready?
Sure. Yep.
You selected bored at work. You switched to bored at work. You had
no.
Mr. Fisher at first.
Oh no.
You switched off. It's okay.
Sorry. I was shaking
I
my
tried
head.
to send you the brain waves. I was like,
That's the big part of this thing, man. The creators get so nervous and anxious during this part. It's actually kind of interesting. So, Don, you didn't win this time, but
No
what did you think about the experience? Did you have fun at least?
Yeah, it was fun for sure. I mean,
Cool.
You know what? I didn't have $500 before we started, and then I don't have it now.
I do apologize that you switched over. I'm gonna throw that out there because I really wanted you to win, and I apologize that I just didn't do well enough. It was my fault.
No, that's okay. You did try to get the answers back. That's fine.
He did. Desperately at times.
Yeah.
All right, everyone else, if you like this show, I have another one. Click the link here, and we'll see you next time.